Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode 1426 to Miss K's Clubhouse. Continued conversation. Let's visit the fire station at Utah Fire Department. But yeah, let's begin in 5, 4, 3. Oh my god, it's 4K. Okay. 2, 1, go. So loud. Anyway.
Hi friends, on our last episode we learned all about different jobs and things that you can be when you grow up. Today we're at the Utah Fire Station to learn more about firefighters and the work that they do to keep us safe. Come inside. Everyone, this is my friend Kayla and she's a firefighter.
Wow.
Kayla, can you tell us why you wanted to become a firefighter?
Sure. I wanted to become a firefighter because I really like to help people. It's really important to help all our friends and family and people in the community. And it's really important to me to help keep people safe and make a difference in the world.
That's amazing. When you go out to fight a fire, what is some of the equipment that you use?
We have lots of important gear that we wear as firefighters to keep us safe inside a fire.
Okay.
First, we have gloves to keep our hands safe so that we don't get burned and we can work inside the fire.
Before you talk about this, Caitlin, Kaylee, I pronounced his name wrong. Miss Beth's husband, Curtis, is now a retired firefighter, and let me tell you something. I do not like fire drills as a kid, and I really hate it now. But to be fair, firefighters are not my thing, so I just don't like to be honest. I'll be honest, Mr. K, at this point. But I'm scared of loud noises when I was a little boy, thinking what's going on. So there you go. It makes more sense, Mr. K, if you're watching this LJPCBM episode. Continue on.
We have big, heavy jackets that we
Wow.
put on that keep our clothes safe when we go inside the fire.
Yeah.
They're really heavy,
Yeah.
but they keep us from getting burned.
Yeah.
We also have pants and boots that we put on when we go inside the fire to keep our legs safe.
Yeah, it's like, please stay safe this weekend. Yeah, whatever. Julie was just speaking back in 2020 thing. I'm not gonna say any big cuss words in the Ready for Kids content, but like I said, it's gonna affect YouTube's community guidelines. Continue on.
If your clothes ever catch on fire, make sure that you stop, drop, and roll. Don't ever run around if you're on fire because
That was exactly what I meant. Firefighter Kyla, but I misspelled her name wrong. But you know, it makes sense. Continue on.
around can make the fire even worse. We have special masks that we wear. We put these on our face.
Oh.
These help us breathe in nice, clean air when we're inside the fire. Smoke is really dangerous to breathe in, and these help keep our lungs safe.
Yeah.
And last, we have helmets. These keep our head safe in case anything ever falls and we get hit in the head so we don't get hurt.
You're like, ow, you're hurting me.
This is our air pack. This tank right here
I'm sorry, folks. I was caught in the middle of nowhere while I was taping this. Anyway, let's continue on.
is full of nice, fresh, clean air.
Let's continue on, we say.
Air pack so we don't get hurt. This is our air pack. This tank right here is full of nice, fresh, clean air so that we firefighters can breathe inside smoke.
Okay.
We don't want to breathe smoke.
No, we don't. No. No.
Clean air in it that hooks up to our mask through a regulator right here. That way we can breathe and put out the fire and rescue people if they're inside.
So,
Our truck has everything that we need to put out a fire. One of the most important things is the fire hose.
wow.
Right inside here is our hose. The water comes out of our truck, goes into this hose, and we pull the lever and it'll spray the water so we can put the fire out.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So, okay.
It's like this. whenever you can see the fire pull it out thing. Kind of reminds me of 9/11 difference. And funny story about this. One of the firefighters died in New York City 9/11. I don't remember the name. If you, I don't want to know in the comment section because it provides made for kids content. In fact, we'll look it up right now. Okay. Oh, it's Brian Caracero. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he loves to. He and his wife and kid loves watching the Wiggles with his family. You know. But at the time of his death in 9/11, the widow, something like that, and a 10-month-old son has been watching the getting to know. Excuse me, my camera. I can't remember this. Oh, I was trying to say. Anyway, okay, trying to watch the Wiggles 24/7 and just get ready to watch a concert and getting attend the holiday thing at Steve Irwin's place at the Australian Zoo at the time. It was the Wiggles thing from 2001 until 2002, and then it was a memory of Brian. You know, just make more sense. I'm not gonna get off topic. My reaction to Mr. K's Clubhouse thing. Let's continue on.
Heavy is that water hose when there's water coming through it?
You know, it can actually get pretty heavy. That's why it's really important to exercise and be strong. The water tank in there has a big pump in it, like a big engine, and whoever's operating the pump up there...
Wait, hold up. What is that?
To exercise and be strong. The water tank in there has a big pump in it, like a big engine, and whoever's operating the pump up there on the pump deck, they can turn it up and turn it back down. The higher it's turned up, the harder it is to maneuver the fire hose. But more water comes out that way, so we can put out bigger fires with more water.
You know, I'm a water person, and especially juice, but I drink them all the time rather than have fires. Ugh, why? Continue on.
And is the whole back of the truck a water tank?
Yeah, the whole back part of this big truck here is a big tank full of water. It takes a lot of water to put out a big fire, like a house or a big building. So,
you know, it kind of reminds me of the house I live in, and I'm not going to mention the address in the audience. That's a big no-no. But, my office is full of, is my room, okay? / studio. And it works just fine. I've been having this studio during my struggle years in 2011. I met with my good friends, my colleague Billy Moody, and so many other people. But, I mean, this guy right here, as I mentioned in the LJPCBM episode, he, on the other hand, I became friends with Karen since 2010s. You know, as I mentioned before early this year, on the LJPCBM series, he and I became good friends. So, there you go. Let's continue on.
Really important that we have lots and lots of water. We have lots of other tools on our truck. We have an axe. Sometimes we might have to break through a wall or a door to get to a fire to put it out, and that axe helps us get through there. We have lots and lots of other tools on here that we use every day for fires and to rescue people, and it has just about everything we need.
Awesome. And do all the firefighters live here in the firehouse?
Some fire stations have firefighters that actually sleep there. They spend the night there, like a sleepover party.
Wow, common with Hurricane Matthew difference over the years. But some firefighters, workers, I don't know. Continue on.
No, we don't sleep here. We do have a kitchen and bathrooms and things like that, so we can stay here for a really long time. But then we get to go sleep at our houses.
Yes.
Wonderful. And then what are just some of the things that you should do if you ever see a fire?
If you ever see a fire, it's really important to not be afraid. If there's a fire and there's smoke in the air, you hear a smoke detector going off, go low, go to the ground and crawl and get right outside. If you live in a house that doesn't have smoke detectors, talk to your family and make sure that you can get smoke detectors installed.
Thank you. That's what I was referring to. Now, Curtis, if you watch this episode of LJPCBM right now, I know you're a retired firefighter, But this is more safety rules you're talking about. And Miss Beth, my former job coach, if you watch this episode of LJPCBM right now, I'm not a fan of fire drills per se, but don't ask me for fire drills, please. Continue on.
And make sure that you test them every month to make sure the batteries are still working. You should also talk to your family and pick a meeting spot outside your house that if there's...
Which is not important to me, because I'm not really a fan of fire, per se, because it's not really not my thing, because I'll be scared, and plus these flashy lights goes, that, it's a noise that creeps out of me, like, it will haunt me in my nightmares, you know, despite what's going on. Continue on.
For a fire, you all know exactly where to go outside and meet. It's really important to remember that if you ever see a firefighter, don't be afraid. We're there to help you. If there's a firefighter in your...
Oh, you should have told me this, firefighter Kyle. Oh my... Oh, jeez. Continue on.
house or wherever you're at because there's a fire, go to them. Don't hide. We're there to help you.
And then for all of our friends out there who might dream or want to become a firefighter when they grow up, what are the best things that they can do to prepare themselves?
You can start now just by helping your friends and family and your friends at school. You can start by exercising and eating healthy foods so that you're in good shape because firefighters have to work really hard in fires. And just be a good helper.
You know, it makes sense. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. It makes sense. Continue on.
Awesome. Sounds good to me. Well, thank you, Kayla, for inviting us in.
Oh.
Thank you for all the work
Okay. Continue on.
you do to help keep us and all of our friends safe.
Of course.
So let's visit the fire station, Newton Fire Department, Mr. K's Clubhouse, continue conversation. I was scared as a little kid, thinking it's not safe for me to do fires, you know? And then all of a sudden, I was scared of these fire drills when I was at school. An early age, thinking what's going on. And despite this, it was like, I will get it. But this is in spite of what's going on in these safety rules. But this is really, really catchy, Mr. K. If you watch Mr. K, this is really... I'm not saying it was a bad video, but it's more of a bits and pieces of good video. But this is a accessible way to help us make more safe. But I'm not a fan of Mr. K in a way, but he's a good friend of mine. But he's been nice to me all the time. But he always been nice to me. He always be saying simply amazing to me. He always be all these things, but the firefighter thing has been, I don't know, it's just, I am not a fan of those, unfortunately, so, bits and pieces, so I'm not gonna be, I never grew up to be a firefighter to begin with, so, if I would be like these guys, I'll be like Bulk and Skull from the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series from the 1990s. So, there you go. That episode should be at 1426. I hope you enjoyed this episode, though. Stay tuned. The next one's going to be Prize Every Day October, day number 6, 2023 edition. I hope to get ready to prepare for these episodes, because after these episodes, we're going to do Mr. K's Clubhouse Season 3, Episode 4, and then we're ready for Christmas LJPCBM episodes, because these are going to be very important. Okay? We're going to make sure what's going on next in these episodes. So after this is over, I am done with, for the rest of 2023. I'm not going to know what happens next, but beyond me, we'll update you the schedule, what's going to happen next to LJPCBM. Think about it. We'll figure this out, but, it depends. Till next time, sweet Jarvis Bob's the baby. You are the rest, we're so to sit out. See ya.
Given unto me this life I'll never take for granted, and given all the time I failed to really understand it, I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening, but I tried all the time. I ask, why me? Why was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception is the question, and the giver holds the key.